Hey guys, good morning. Today is Tuesday, April 14th, 2020. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I have a couple of fun things to share with you before we get into the business part of morning meeting and talk about today's assignments. So first, I want to start off with our new segment of morning meeting, which is Today in History. So I was doing some research last night on important historical events that happened on April 14th. So unfortunately, sometimes history can be a little gloomy. So unfortunately, I don't have the most positive, upbeat historic events to share with you. I do have two, however, that stuck out in my mind as I was researching. So today in history, in the year 1865, U.S. President Abraham Lincoln was shot and assassinated. And on April 14th, 1912, the RMS Titanic struck an iceberg around 11:40 p.m. off of Newfoundland and subsequently a few hours later sunk to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, which caused the deaths of thousands of people. So hopefully, tomorrow I'll have some more fun news and historic events to share with you, but today is kind of gloomy, so apologies. All right, moving on to our next segment is Mrs. Bauer's joke of the day. All right, I found a good one. You ready? Hey, did you hear about the kidnapping in the park? They woke him up. Get it? The kidnapping, you think, oh, kidnapping, he was stolen. No. He was napping. The kidnapping in the park, so they woke him up. Huh? Sorry, I don't know where I get these really corny jokes from. All right, anywho. All right, let's get down to business. All right. When you access Google Classroom, you're going to see the Google slide I shared with you for this week's assignments, this week's schedule. Okay. Today is Tuesday, April 14th. So these are your assignments for today. After you finish watching our morning meeting, you are responsible for a couple different content area instruction. The first being writing workshop. So you will click on the link and that will bring you to the writing workshop mini lesson. The mini lesson is 7.5 minutes long. After you watch the mini lesson, you are then going to be directed to go to Google Classroom, ELA, click on Writing Workshop Assignment, and this is your assignment for today. Please notice that there is something separate for Thursday as well. Clearly don't do Thursday. Today's not Thursday. So you'll be working on Tuesday's portion, and I try to make it as kind of scaffolded as possible, with trying to foster some independence as well. But today for writing workshop, what we want you to be able to do is do the same process of writing we did last week, but this time we are providing you some guidance on your topic. Last week for writing workshop, we asked you to think about a topic that you are an expert in and how you would teach that information to someone else. Well, this week, since we are in the midst of our civil rights movement unit, we want you to think about what topic or what kind of aspect of the civil rights movement are you becoming an expert in? What will your claim be about this topic? So through all of the reading that I've been doing, with my read alouds and the reading that we've been assigning to you through reading workshop. So I was thinking about the two read alouds that I have here. And if you have been watching my read alouds, then this work will be a lot easier for you. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not watching the read alouds and you're not reading the texts that we're providing for you for reading workshop, this is going to be a real struggle for you. So if you're that person who's thinking, oh gosh, I really haven't been taking my reading seriously or the read aloud seriously, I'm going to warn you, you're going to struggle. Okay. So if you are behind, I suggest you catch up on my read alouds. So anywho, so I was thinking, all right, since I am reading Freedom Riders this week for my read aloud, I'm thinking, I'm kind of becoming an expert in Freedom Riders. I have a lot of information that I am acquiring and comprehending. So I want to think about, okay, so what's my claim going to be about the Freedom Riders? So if you have been with me, during my read alouds, this will make sense to you. So I'm thinking, okay, so my topic is going to be the Freedom Riders, right? So I want to make some kind of claim about them to teach other people. So the Freedom Riders were volunteers who persevered through adversity, meaning like struggles, to achieve their goal of equality. All right, so that's like my introduction. That's my claim to kind of get my readers' feet wet, so they understand what my writing is going to be about and what I'm going to teach them. So when you read that statement, you know for a fact what I'm teaching you. I'm going to be teaching you about the Freedom Riders and who they were and some of the adversity or the struggles they went through to gain equality. So that's what we're looking for there. And then your next move is to write more about this topic, okay? So this is just our first day, so I'm not looking for perfect structure, perfect organization. I just want this to be more of the quantity of your writing. I want you to be writing fast and furiously. I want to see you writing as much information as you can about the Freedom Riders or whatever topic that you are going to choose. Okay. Some other potential topics could be about segregation. So you could say something like segregation made life very difficult for people in the South. That's like another claim about a different topic. So right then, if you were to read that, you would know, okay, her topic is about segregation, and she's going to teach us that it made life really difficult for people. Another potential topic could be something like the protesting that took place, right? So during the civil rights movement, groups of people came together to protest the inequalities African Americans were facing. So right then, when you read that, you know for a fact that, okay, my topic is about people who were protesting, and I'm going to teach you about the inequalities African Americans were facing to cause those people to protest. Another possible topic could be about the people who really were leaders of this movement. Few people came together to inspire others to fight for equality. So right then and there, you know immediately, okay, Mrs. Bauer's topic here is going to be about the people who came together and they inspired other people to fight for equality. So I'm specifically thinking about Rosa Parks. I'm specifically thinking about Dr. King. I'm specifically thinking about Malcolm X. I'm specifically thinking about the NAACP or CORE, all these kind of groups of people who came together to inspire others to fight for equality. All right. So I give you 4 different ideas for a claim, 4 different ideas for a topic. Once you've decided on what your topic is going to be, mind you, please notice that when I was showing you examples and I was modeling to do this work, I didn't just write one word. I wrote an entire claim. I wrote a complete sentence. Okay. Your next step in this box is to tell me as much as you possibly physically can about this topic. All right. In order to get some details, you might want to think back to my read alouds. You might want to go back to yesterday's reading workshop. Two texts that we had you read. So use whatever resources that we've already been giving you to help gather this part of the information, okay? And then we want you to try and come up with a conclusion for this writing. So this is kind of like a flash draft, okay, guys? So we're kind of combining the generating part and the drafting part all in one day, okay? So that's all I'm looking for you to do today for Tuesday, okay? So give me some kind of claim or introduction, give me some a body paragraph with a lot of information and facts, and then wrap up your thinking with the conclusion. That's all I want you to do today. Thursday, that's for Thursday, okay? And then, of course, when you are finished, I would really love it if you would try to get into gym, art, or music. Like I told you on Friday, Coach Anthony emailed me saying that she hasn't heard from any of you guys. And she really wanted to, check on you guys, see how you were doing, giving you some great activities that you could do at home, some exercises and workouts or games you could play while you're at home. So please, click on the link. It'll bring you to Carroll Hills PE Physical Education Gym website with all that information. These are the codes for the Google Classrooms for art and music. Please make sure you get into there and see what kind of assignments Mrs. Burns and Mr. Sullivan have for you. All right, which brings me to my last qualm that I have, okay? Guys, read aloud. Not an option, okay? Read aloud we do every single day. This is today's read aloud assignment. I want you to describe the problems of the Freedom Riders. That's it. Just tell me some problems that they faced. I looked back at yesterday's read aloud. 4 students responded. That's very upsetting. Very upsetting. Please watch today's read aloud. Guys, it's only 9 minutes. It's only 9 minutes. That's it. And I literally have every single page here for you. So you can listen to my read aloud. You can read along with me. Okay, I literally took pictures of the entire book for you so you can follow along. Okay, it's only 9 minutes. And then when you're done, go to the Jamboard, which you can access through here, through these 2 links. And please answer the following question by creating a Post-it note. Describe the problems that they faced. Click on the sticky note. Type in your answer. Please include your name. All right, guys. Please keep in mind, I have a job to do and so do you, okay? Every day, I put these things together for you. And your job is to continue to learn, all right? This isn't vacation. This isn't just an extended spring break for a whole month. Like, we still want you guys to try and learn, although we're not with one another. All right. I'll see you guys at 11:30. If you do have any questions, comments, or concerns about today's assignments, please make sure that you bring those up. Oh, and also be prepared because I am going to be putting a lot of you on the spot today with the writing workshop. Okay? All right, guys. Well, I'll see you in a couple of hours. Good luck.